It's Blastin' time.
Hey everybody, it is Blastin' or Stashin. Thank you for coming in. Episode 256. Amazing, dude. Sometimes I look back 5 years. I know I mention it every once in a while. I'll go through every probably 15, 20 episodes. So I'll mention like 5 years we've been doing this 250 episodes, plus some other random episodes that we've thrown in there too. The rewind or the wrestling one because comics weren't out. The fucking COVID, all that fun stuff. But thank you all for joining us in the chat. Make sure you let us know what you think of the books we're talking about. You hated it, you liked it, you blasted, you stashed it. Let us know. Tell us we're wrong. Tell us we're right. Tell me I'm right. Tell Joe he's wrong. Tell Mike he's wrong. That's fine. I don't care about that. Mars is in here. Says hello, gentlemen. Thank you for jumping in. And of course, you got Double S. What up, Dirty Mike and the boys at Pound Town, USA? Is there a Pound Town, USA? I don't know if there's actually a town.
We can always just Google
it. I think it's neighboring to where Double S lives. Probably Flaccid Town. That's where Double S is from. Awesome. Amazing. Here says, "Hey, gang," and of course they're chit-chatting back and forth right there.
Will you let me have your shirt, Dave?
My King Kong shirt?
Yeah.
It's got a hole in it, dude. Right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that's some of us know how to sew.
Dude, you blast on me all the time about, oh, you wear a brony shirt, you're gay, blah blah blah. I know how to sew.
Now, wait a minute.
How is that not feminine?
I've never heard him call you gay. I've never heard that.
We've never.
Oh no, it's been implied. It's been implied numerous times.
You're wearing a brony shirt.
I'm not wearing a brony shirt right now. But I tell you what, I do cut my own grass. I do know how to sew. I just haven't sewed it yet. So, but you're not getting my King Kong shirt. So
okay.
Oh, let's talk about some movies before we jump into the comics. Double S says, Mike just wants to see Huey shirtless.
I already have.
Oh, yeah.
You already have that image. So I end up watching the what is it? The one with oh my goodness gracious, I can't even think. That's all me. Based on the HBO TV show about the gangsters.
Sopranos?
Sopranos, yeah. I watched that.
And what
New York
think?
or well, it really boils down to don't mess with a man's ability to have sex with his wife, or you get whacked. Pretty much, that summed up the whole story.
Yeah,
don't you think?
I would agree with that. I don't think
because that's how that guy got whacked, because he was laughing at the dude for falling and messing his back up, and he gets freaking whacked for it. That's pretty ridiculous, as far as I'm concerned. Saints of New York or something. Thank you, Legion.
I watched it a couple of weeks when it first came out. The day it came out,
mm-hmm.
And you really got to know the characters of the show.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a Tony Soprano story, you're going to be highly disappointed.
Yep.
So, but it was still good.
They really push it as a Tony Soprano story, but he's actually in it very little.
Yes.
So I think it's a little false advertising there for me. So
it focuses more on Christopher Moltisante's father.
Yeah. Legion said for me it was okay, kind of flat, just like that dude's dad's head against a steering wheel. I didn't have time. I didn't have the TV show reference to pull from. Yeah, I didn't either. So I watched that. I didn't watch any Sopranos TV series. So
go watch everyone go watch the Sopranos.
Yeah, right now. Go watch Sopranos.
Yeah. I'm almost done with Game of Thrones. I got one more episode, and the series is wrapped up. We got episode 6 of season 8 tonight. We're gonna watch, and that'll be done and wrapped up. Also watched The Thing yesterday. Continuing my 31 days of Halloween movies. And I remember my daughter coming down. She's 13. I was watching it. She goes, "What are you watching?" And I told her The Thing. I said, "This movie scared the crap out of me as a kid. There's just so many things that practical effects were awesome for the time. they're kind of dated now, of course, but for the time they were freaking awesome. And so she's watching the scene where the guy's trying to give CPR to that dude on the table and his arms get bit off and his head turned into a big spider thing. And she just looks at me and she goes, "Really? You were scared of this?" And I'm like, "Come on, man." It was awesome. It was flat out awesome. But watched Frankenstein, the original Frankenstein from 1931. I got Wolfman on my agenda next.
That one scared me. Yeah, black and white movies back when I was a kid about monsters scared the shit out of me.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Mike? What have you been watching?
Finished Squid Game finally. Fucking amazing.
Really?
I have not watched one episode of that.
I thought for sure you'd be blasted. That didn't seem like
why. It's fucking amazing. Finished Squid Game, loved it. Might be my pick of the year for best TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
Did your wife cut off your Pornhub account?
Huh?
Interesting.
Did your wife cut off your Pornhub account?
No. Pornhub's free. You don't need an account.
I thought the top two shows you how much you know about porn. Yeah.
You have to be a premium member probably for that.
You
the
can get
tier
anything
stuff
for free.
Yeah.
Watch the latest episode of Titans. That's almost over. What else have I watched? I started Doom Patrol from season 1 because I don't remember anything from season 1. Went back, started watching The Simpsons again. I think I'm on season 7 of 33. But that's it. That's all I've been watching.
So let me see. I'm sure I could find it here. Double S is talking about the teaser to Batman, the new one coming out. I have not seen that.
I've seen it.
I've seen one. Let's see here. 3 weeks ago. I'm not seeing any one. Did one come out today?
I
know DC Fandom, I think, started today or something like that.
Yeah.
I watched glimpses and stuff of it today.
And Superman's son's going to be bisexual now.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Which is,
I'm not seeing it on...
Because he's not an established, like, there's been no establishment of him being associated with women. Not like Drake.
Oh, he went to the future. I don't know what he did out there.
I can see the argument on both sides of that, really. I mean, one, he's an alien. I mean, who said that particular species of alien is not attracted to man or both or whatever like that? I get that. But yeah, just to make they constantly just have to make that the focal point versus character development. Like, that's not character development to me. That's just an aspect of his person.
Robin's costume for Batman 89.
No, I haven't seen that.
Looks like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, does he? So Double S said the teaser looks good for Batman. I gotta find it. I was looking for it on YouTube. Can't find it right now. He also Legion asked about the Hawkeye trailer. Yep, I saw the trailer for that a month ago. That definitely looks good, and my daughter's super interested in that too because it has Kate Bishop
one. There's a trailer 2 out now.
Oh, there is? Okay, I've only seen the first one then. And it definitely still looked good even from that first one. I'm super excited about watching that. And the teaser trailer is just you saying, "It's not a symbol, it's a warning." Miss O said, "Agreed, Dave. Tired of the flipping. It's not representation to me." Talking about the whole changing the character's sexual orientation. So what about you, Joe? What else have you been watching?
Let's see. I caught the last episode of Stargirl. That's still that's the best thing on CW right now. I know Legion's losing his mind right now because he watched it too. And some really good stuff going on in there. A lot of homages and tip of the hats to the early and golden age of comic books in there. They brought up Gentleman Ghost and various characters that are kind of obscure, but if you're you collect in that range, you're losing your mind because they mentioned something, memory pills, right? So that was really good. But I'm not going to say it's my favorite show. I'm really digging Doom Patrol right now. I really like that and where they're taking that. It's very interesting to me. What else did I watch this week? I don't really watch a whole lot of TV. Hey, did you know that there was like another MacGyver show?
Yeah, with the young kid. Yeah,
young MacGyver, but then there was like another one in like 2015.
I thought that was a young one. Maybe I'm not. Maybe.
It had the guy from the show with the guys driving around in the car beating up monsters.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's another one, right? It's kind of some Canadian show, but it's not good at all. I was actually kind of depressed. Make me sad.
There's only one MacGyver, as far as I'm concerned. Richard D. Anderson.
Yeah, Joey
that's it. That's MacGyver.
Dean Anderson. That's right, Joe.
No, not Poke and Joe. Poke and Joe is not the real MacGyver. The real MacGyver inspired Poke and Joe. What about Dune? Anybody excited for Dune coming out?
No.
Really? Okay.
Nobody likes Dune.
Like, I hope that this is good. Don't get me wrong. I would love for this to be good. I would like to be into Dune. It sounds like something I should be into. But the original movie, I'm sorry. I'm going to get hated on the nerd culture right now. I fell asleep during it.
It's
garbage.
I'm looking forward to this remake. Yeah, the original was super dull for me. And it was what? How long was that original one? Like 3 or 4 hours long? So I kind of looking forward to this one. See if it's going to be better.
Correct. I inspired MacGyver.
No, I think he's a little bit older than you, so I don't think that's possible. Miss O said, look forward to Dune, but like the original too. I just remember the original one had the guy from Twin Peaks. That's all I remember from it.
There is a
lot of sand.
Strong fan base for it. Dune.
Oh yeah.
And the books and stuff, but I never got into it. Never. All I know, there's fucking sandworms.
Yeah.
But there were sandworms in Beetlejuice too, so go fuck yourself.
I think that's on my list to watch this Halloween season too. I just got to get it out. I gotta. I think I have on Blu-ray.
You gotta get it up.
Get it out. Get it out, man. That's you like hearing things. You definitely like hearing things. So let's go ahead and jump into the comic books. First time catching it, what we do is we pick up the comics that come out comic book Wednesday. We read them, so you don't have to, or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you read them. We blast the books we hate. We stash the books we like. It was kind of a really weird week for me. I didn't have any independence, and I had to go through pick up a couple.
My pick of the week is straight out of left field. You'll never guess it.
No, I'll never guess it. I will. I got it. I don't know, but I'll get it. When you show it, I'll know what it is for sure.
All right.
So I only picked up 2 independents this week. The one I started reading it, then I realized it was tied in to another story and stuff. That's World of Darkness #1 by Vault. And as soon as I realized it was a tie-in to a bigger universe, I'm like, dude, I'm not reading any of this, so I'm not even going to bother reading it. So I read 2 pages, and I said, that's it, I'm done. I'm not going to read it. But the other independent book I did pick up, and that's because I saw that Mike, you picked it up, so I went and picked it up too. Maze Book #2 by Jeff Lemire. Again, too, the art in here. I cannot stand Jeff Lemire's art. I was showing my wife this, and I said, this is pretty. But the story continues. His daughter calls him right around the past 2 nights, about 3:00 in the morning, somewhere right around there, saying, Dad, help me. I'm in the center. I'm there. And it gets a little more backstory about his daughter, about how she's able to go. He used to constantly get maze books for her, and she would just blow through them. And without even second guessing the way she was going through the maze, she would always get to the center of the maze. And so he goes and talks to his ex-wife, and his ex-wife gets all distraught because, he's bringing up bad memories of their daughter dying. But he's trying to convince her, yes, I'm hearing her. I need to go through her old box of books she had upstairs. Will you let me do that? And she allowed him to do that. And she goes, as long as I get you out of my house, go. So he gets a box, finds a maze that hasn't been solved. and starts going through it and starts seeing a little more images here and there and finds a maze. At the end, I think is in a dream sequence where the dog's talking to him and trying to lead him somewhere. And he finally realizes that the city he's in is almost like a big maze. And so he's trying to get to the center of the maze to maybe save his daughter. Again, too, the art is really, really, really bad. I do not like Lemire's art. But, I mean, it was okay. I kind of dig the whole lost child, and maybe she's not really dead. I'm listening to Pet Cemetery too right now, the audiobook. Why is Joe? Are you constipated, Joe, or what's going on there?
When you reviewed the book, it sounded boring. I'm trying to stay awake.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. But I'm listening to Pet Cemetery now too, and the same kind of thing about loss of a child, and so it really tugs on your heartstrings a little bit.
Gage.
The Gage, yep. So right now I'm at the book part of the book when he's arguing with himself. Does he want to dig his son up? Does he want to go against what is better? But overall, again, it's a tug of the heartstrings about loss and being a parent. Art's bad, story's okay. Yeah, it's a whiskey dick, but again, too, I didn't have a whole lot of indies, so I picked it up. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for my own thing. Here we go. Whiskey dick.
So
what
speaking of Pet Cemetery, being Halloween and everything, if you're a fan of heavy metal, if you're a fan of Ice Nine Kills, they just released their next album, and they have a song dedicated to Pet Cemetery, and it's pretty good if you're interested. I enjoyed May's book number 2.
That's their shtick, right? That's their whole shtick, right? They write songs about horror movies.
Yeah.
Famous ones. Yeah.
Off their new album so far, they have Resident Evil. They did a song for Resident Evil, Pet Cemetery, and Evil Dead. So, art sucks. Jeff Lemire's art sucks. He should never fucking put pencil to paper ever. I enjoyed May's book number 2. I didn't really care for the first one. I think I gave it a whiskey dick, but I'm intrigued now, so I'm going to keep picking it up. So
I don't think Joe picked it up this week, did you?
No, he didn't pick up no indies. Pay attention.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Joe, you just have something that kind of goes in this here and go, oh, it's out there. Before we jump in next book, Mars asks Devil Chicken. That came out last week.
Chicken Devil?
I actually enjoyed that. Chicken Devil? Chicken?
I noticed on some channels they picked it up this week. Like it was.
There was a second print that came out this week.
Already?
Yeah. It was one with like the mask. Like it looks like a mask you cut out to wear. Yeah, it's second print, I think. I think so.
Whatever.
Miss Sosa, that's weird. Why did YouTube delete my post about MacGruber? I don't know. We didn't do it. Wasn't our own. Only bought 2 books this week. Amazing Spider-Man 76 and Hulk number 50. That's from Sparks.
Could one of those be my pick of the week?
Maybe. We'll find out later on Blastin' or Stashin. Straight out left field. Michael's words. Next thing you'll know, Michael will be stopping short on Huey or Joey. Dude, that dude's mind is in the freaking gutter.
What's he talking about now?
Book you're describing making Joey constipated. Sleepy Reader's in here as well, saying hello to everybody. Marcelo, yeah. And then also, I didn't pick up any books this week yet. He's waiting to hear what we say about these books before he goes and picks them up.
So always thinking.
always watching Wazowski. But since we both talked about that book, we'll go move to Joe since he's awkwardly taking a sip of alcohol.
Is it? Oh, should we just go ahead and blast something right off the bat? Piss everybody off?
Oh, go ahead. Please do.
Let's talk about Eternals Forever. So yet, the 4th book this year to come out from Eternals, and it's another number 1. Can't beat that. That shows that a lot of people care about comic books, and they want to make sure that they deliver you a good story. This wasn't it. This totally missed the mark. This was boring. Talking about falling asleep while you're reading something. Like, I have trouble sleeping. I will read this again to help me sleep.
He's just showing books off up there. I don't know what he's doing.
this was just another data dump of who these characters are that are Eternals, because it can be complicated. How did Icarus get his name? Yada 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 yada. And then they tried to make it look like there was a story because there was a quick battle with the deviants because it's a comic book. We got to do something in it. And that's how it read to me. Just some garbage to throw out there because the movie got delayed and we need to keep people excited about it. So you'll eat your memory pills and go see the movie. And it was horribly written. I think there was even a couple of misspelled words in here. Like, that's how rushed this felt. So I hated this. I hated this with a passion. Blast of the week.
Sleepy Rooter said, has there been any current Eternals book that doesn't put us to sleep?
No.
But you say it's to keep people excited. I think it's to keep Eternals relevant because I don't think a lot of people are excited for that movie.
What I mean by it. Yeah, nobody's excited about it. And to be honest, I don't know who decided that Eternals would make a good movie. Because again, I'm going to say this, and all the Jack Kirby fans are going to grab their torches and pitchforks, right? But Eternals, the original comic book, wasn't that good. It was kind of boring. Like, go back and read. I have issues 1 through 5.
Yeah.
That's it. And it is a boring comic book because they just kind of told this.
It's like the third or fourth Eternals book this month, right?
That's what he's saying. Yeah, and number 1.
This is number 1 since May. They've launched this book 4 times as a number 1 since May. And they got 1 ongoing run, and that's garbage.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, though, people really, like who asked for a Guardians of the Galaxy movie? I mean, that came out, that blew up. That was just good. But I don't think this is going to be good, even though nobody called for it. But it just does not look good.
Creature, used to push those sales.
Sleepy Rooter says, I love Kirby, but I agree. So he agrees with you on that Kirby reference. Quote, former Blaster Stashin member, fuck you, Marvel. I'm forcing the Eternals book on us. For forcing that book on us. But not as boring as the current Eternals. Let's see here. Hopefully the movie will make up for the crappy books. We'll see. I don't know. Is Angelina Jolie in there? I don't like her as an actress. I don't know. I want to show this too. I picked up. Oh my goodness! I dropped it. I picked up an Elvira. This is a local artist. It's a Elvira coaster. I had to get it from my room here to set my.
Did you pre-order that NECA figure?
I did not. I tried to go through my store hoping that they were going to get it. They could get it, but they said they can't. So I got to figure out where else to get it.
I'll send you the link again if you. I pre-ordered it myself. So.
Oh, did you?
It don't come out $40 like next year, so March, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe I'll hold off until after the holidays to buy it because I just bought myself a new leaf blower, so I can't go spending money on a. I bought manly stuff.
More
says we need an Elvira destroys the Eternals comic. We'll go back to Mike. Start us off with a book.
All right. Army of Darkness, 1960. I'm surprised you guys aren't reading this, right?
I'm not. I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan too, but I'm not picking those up.
Dude, you should read this book. For one, to start off, the writer, I don't know who it is, Rodney Barnes or whatever the fuck his name is, has nailed down the Ash character 110%. Oh, really? So, if you're not familiar with what's going on in this, basically, it's like the Warriors. You remember the old street gangs? Yeah. It's the Warriors, and one of the gangs finds the Necromonicon. So Ash is sucked away to go get the book, save the day, and he ends up forming his own gang, and it's just amazing fun. So I highly recommend Army of Darkness. 1979, and then they have the Tony Fleets Stray Dogs FOC variant.
It's a hot book. A lot of people talking about that. Rushing.
They also have the Virgin. My shop only got about 20 of these, and I said,
if Mike owns it, it's not a Virgin anymore. I'll tell you that much.
Icky.
Sorry.
Dave?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Dave?
I'm just talking about other stuff. Austin LeMay said he got the blank cover of Army Darkness, just waiting to be drawn on.
Yeah. Oh, he'll do a good job.
Yeah, but
Y'all will
it's
soon
good
see.
good fun. Like I said, the writer, he's got Ash down.
So where does it take place? Does it take place in a certain time?
1979. He goes
No,
back
1979.
Yeah, Ash goes back in time to
Okay.
save the day from this.
Okay, so it's the
this-
current Ash, the older Ash, but he goes back in time. Okay.
Yeah. Chainsaw for a hand and everything. His
Mhm.
boomstick. So, yeah, I was shocked when I read the first issue. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So,
Okay. I'm going to talk about another book. I'm going to blast this book. I don't know if anybody wanted to pay $10 for this book or not. I paid $10 for it, so maybe you didn't have to. And that's Batman: The Audio Adventures.
Oh God!
Nobody else picked this up? No, I picked it up, and so I didn't realize. I thought it tied in with something, and it does tie in with a show on HBO Max or HBO, whatever that is. And I thought, okay, cool, I'll go check it out. It's probably like a cartoon. It's just radio. Just like the book says, radio adventure. That's it. This is like old time radio where they go in and talk about the bad guy coming in. You know,
How the shadow got started. What's wrong with you?
I'm not saying it was good for the time, but we're living a totally different time. Like my daughter was talking about how the special effects were crappy. Yeah, okay, we moved on. We have technology where we can actually see these characters fight and talk to each other. We don't need.
They had it back then too. It was called imagination.
But don't you listen to audiobooks?
I listen to audiobooks. Yeah, it's correct.
Shit.
But no, I don't listen to superhero audiobooks. Okay, I listen to audiobooks, but I don't listen to superhero audiobooks.
You listen to audiobooks that were a book and a movie. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, so, but I can also just listen to them on my car, or my drive, and stuff like that. So I can't do that with HBO Max. You know, I can't just turn my screen off.
Just cut the screen on and go.
No, but I think I think it's pointless. So it's got a whole bunch of stories in there, and this guy's talking about Gotham. You know, it's like an old time radio announcer again, talking about trying to how good Gotham is. It's not that bad, and here he's jumping out of the way of a car careening toward him, and then it jumps into another story, a better mousetrap, and it's just all cartoony kind of stuff. You know, nothing super serious Batman at all. Not like Batman the Imposter we have this week. This is on the other end of the spectrum on the Batman. So this is more of the Batman Adventures kind of Batman, you know, kind of lighthearted Batman. Definitely not the dark Batman. Overall, dude, pass on this book big time, especially for $10. Definitely don't need this book. Pass on it. If you like the Batman, go listen to Audio Adventures when you're driving in your car on the way to work. Don't be like Huey. Don't bitch about a book being an audiobook when I listen to audiobooks. Okay? But pass on it. Blast on it.
It's been. Hey, did you hear? It's been optioned.
It's been optioned.
Yeah.
It's been optioned. I don't have that thing up. Okay, nothing's going on in the chat. But if you spent $10 on a book like I did, let me know. What do you think of it? Back to Joe.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's blast another book.
Okay.
So I felt that I was a little unfair when issue 1 of this book came out, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, cool cover. And this is why we have sayings like, don't judge a book by its cover, right? We have that. So we get this cool cover with like a dinosaur, and it's got like robot pieces to it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it another shot. And then I read it, and it's still garbage. Like, oh my God, I don't know where they're finding these writers. Or maybe the editors just were like, nah, you don't need us. I'm not sure. This thing tries to tell you a story, but it keeps trying to pack in these random details that don't matter. By the way, no dinosaurs in this one. Well, Kazar kind of turns into a dinosaur. And you're probably wondering, why would Kazar, a Tarzan character, like have turn into a dinosaur or mimic a dinosaur, have anything to do with a dinosaur? And you would be wondering the same thing the rest of us are wondering. You just wonder when you read this book, and not the good one. More like I need to get this done so I can blast with Stashin. I need to get to the good stuff. This was horribly written. The plot holes in it don't make any sense. I'm not even sure what the villain is in this thing. And to be quite honest, I'm not even sure who the fucking heroes are in this. Because everybody's just a bunch of freaking douchebags that want their aha moments. So screw you. Whoever the hell wrote this. Suck it.
Does he have little T-Rex arms?
No, he was that dinosaur that kind of straightens its neck out and runs into things. Not even a good dinosaur. Like, he didn't even grow horns or fangs or anything. He just had a hard head. Like, what was that?
That's the Viagrasaurus.
It's bad. So bad.
Now we're back to Mike. Because I didn't pick up Kazar.
I don't think any of you did. You're welcome for that, by the way.
Real quick on this book, Dead Box number 2.
Oh, I wanted that. Oh, go give me a
Don't fucking bother.
Why not?
First one was fucking awesome. First one was awesome. I love the first one. This one, I have no clue what's fucking going on. So this couple, husband and wife, are at a yard sale, garage sale, whatever, and a guy finds a pair of woman's pants and he tries them on.
This is Mike's autobiography. This is what this is. He says, I know a friend who went to a yard sale and tried some panties on. What do you think of him? But it's actually Mike.
And he found out they're comfortable. So the wife gets all religious on them and fucking, in the Bible it says not to wear women's clothes, blah, blah, whatever. So the wife needs a break and she goes rents a movie from the Dead Box, and it's about 2 scientists experimenting on chimpanzees with bananas. And that was the whole book. And this is garbage. The first one was so fucking good.
Well, those things are like creep show type stories. So the next, you can't really judge 3 on, right?
Read this one. Go find Dead Box. Read this. And I'm not getting issue 3. I'm not getting issue 3. I'm
We're
done.
just going to too close.
What?
I want that issue. You give me that one.
All right. Here.
Thank you.
So before I jump in next book, I wanted to point this out earlier too. I was going through and getting my books ready to pre-order in the previous guide, so I'm going through the Marvel book. They usually have one big Marvel event out once a month, usually, right? This book and this whatever, we have 4. We have Devil's Reign, which is a Daredevil story. We have Wastelanders, which is like an Old Man Logan or Old Man Hockey story. Old Man Hawkeye. Darkhold, and then the Spider-Man Beyond stuff. So we have 4 different, titles that are crossing over everywhere.
Is Beyond crossing over into other books?
Well, I don't think it's crossing over into like other mainstream Marvel books, but it's definitely going through all of the Spider-Man books and crossing over.
Sleepy Reader, don't take my review, my opinion on that book to heart. I mean, you might enjoy it. You might find a different, different look on it. If you do read it, let me know what you think. Definitely.
I just figured Mike would have liked it because at the beginning it was talking about the man wearing the panties and it goes to monkeys and bananas. I figured it'd be better.
Well, you know how the last one is.
Did they have any more backstory to the guy that was dying and the daughter running the store?
Yeah, she's still in it. She's still trying to get medicine for him.
Okay.
But that was the only part that made sense in it.
Who's up? I think I'm up.
You're up.
I'm up. Paul Rogers says Kazar kaboom.
Who?
Miss So said, really, Mike? Dead Box sounded so good. And then Super. Oh no, I was looking for Dead Box 2. Damn.
I didn't care for it. You guys might love it. So. At least
okay, let's talk about the other Batman book. Did you guys pick up Batman the Imposter this week?
Yes.
Or are you guys all Batmaned out?
I am Batmaned out. That's why I don't think I cared for this as much as I should have.
Yeah, I've been feeling like a heroin addict on Batman lately. I had to take a break. I couldn't take another Batman story.
So I picked up Batman the Imposter. I was really looking forward to this book, and at first I was kind of like, I read like the first half of it and ended up going to sleep, and then finished reading it the next day. Kind
I
of went
did
back
the
a little
same
bit,
thing.
and it wasn't that bad. The art was a little. I like a little better art, but do you know how I know he's an imposter on the front? Because he's wearing hockey pads. Just like
You
I
waited
don't wear
all week
hockey
for that.
pads.
You waited all week.
As soon as I saw this cover, I'm like, dude, it reminded me of that I don't wear hockey pads line. And Legion says, oh, Jesus, here goes Joe with the heroin. I haven't read Batman the Imposter yet. I'm going to mute for 2 minutes. That's good because I want to talk about it for 30 seconds. No. So this is this kind of takes place about 3 years after kind of Batman's origin. Run right in there. He's he ends up getting injured pretty bad. He ends up going to see Leslie, his doctor friend that patches him up all the time. But this is kind of like their first meeting. Kind of like she figured out he's Bruce Wayne, and she kind of blackmails him in a way, saying, "Hey, you know, I should just call the cops right now and say, hey, I know who Batman is." But she coerces him into it, saying, hey, if you don't show up here every single day in the morning to talk about your problems, I'm going to call 911. But here, you're going to go ahead and sign this patient-doctor confidentiality form. So that means I can't go and go blabbing about this unless I feel like your life's kind of in danger or you're endangering someone else.
Every time he leaves at night, it is.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's somebody else, you know, there's this group called the Wesker Company or Wesker family.
Yeah.
They're a big person in Gotham. They like supply like they give like half of Gotham's money. You know, they provide like half the money to Gotham. That's how rich they are. You know.
Yeah, the 1%.
Yeah. And so
I can relate.
the detective's trying to do an investigation on like Batman, like, oh, is he causing more problem than good? And they got a video of some dude looks like Batman kicking these criminals off the building and killing them. So, but it's an imposter, of course, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. And Batman's trying to do the investigation before it really ruins his reputation. But if this is 3 years after his origin, we kind of know how it ended up, unless this is an alternate world Batman. But it was okay. I think I'll pick up issue 2 to kind of figure out how it's going to play out. But this is expensive. I think this was $6. Is that what it was? Something like that. It was a spendy book, but it was good. I actually liked it.
Is that the card cover you got there?
I got the card cover. Yeah, $6.
Yeah.
So it's probably the regular cover's $5.
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah.
So, what'd you think of it, Mike? Did you read it?
I did read it, and I thought it was boring as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna blast it. I'm not gonna be picking up issue unless there's some amazing cover for it. I'm done with it. I care. I don't care.
Let's see. Legion said the art wasn't bad at all. It fit the tone of the book well, but the panel layouts were amazing. Miss So said no superhero comics for me for now. I quit cold turkey except for Spawn. And they're like saying, "Oh my, how dare you?" And Double S says, "Good thing I didn't pick it up." Legion thought it was really good. I think it's good to take occasional breaks from superheroes.
And like you said, yeah, I'm kind of burnt out with Batman.
Yeah,
Batman.
A little too much on Batman going on.
I forgot about Golden Age stuff. Reading some heroes from that era. My bad. Mostly focused on indies for now.
Yeah, you go on and get yourself some of them superhero funny books from the Golden Age. That's great stuff.
Well, don't. I mean, I liked it, Miss Mars and Joe. Mike didn't, so go pick it up and read for yourself.
50-50. I'm just
50-50.
There's other characters.
50-50. Joe.
Yes.
Joe.
Isn't it Mikey's turn?
Man.
Mikey's
Nope.
turn.
Well, Mike just talked about Batman. I got to give him. He's kind of like one of those guns in a video game where you shoot it too much and it overheats, and you got to have a cooldown period. Mike needs a cooldown period, so you're up.
Sorry, yes, sir.
You're fine, Mike. You're cooldown.
Books. So, pick of the week, right? And I'm surprised that this happened. Okay, Immortal Hulk, the final issue. I know both of you got this.
I got it, but I didn't read it.
I didn't read it either.
I'm behind on Immortal Hulk. I'm like 5 issues behind.
Yeah, just skip to the end. It's worth
Okay.
it. You're being
Skip to the
perfectly
end.
fine. I promise you. I had to pick up a good classic character, little Titan there himself. So I like this. I like this because I was getting a little burnt out on Immortal Hulk, where it was just way too deep into the woo woo, and I couldn't get behind it. Taking a character like Leader and making him the supernatural character, and then all the other. I was like, okay, this is just too much woo woo for me, and this isn't my thing. And then I went ahead and picked this up, one because of the cover, two because it's the last one, so why not, right? And I thoroughly enjoyed this all the way through. And the great thing, the way they started off the story is, I don't know if they understood that some people just dropped off, but you do not have to be like super up to date with what's going on in this, right? You got, for some reason, Joe Fixit is a Red Hulk now. You got Baby Hulk running around in there. We know there's no more Devil Hulk. They're going to go whip up on the Leader, right? And then finally we meet the one below, floating over everybody. So he's contradictory to his name. But that's okay, because the way that he talks and the way he says things is kind of vague, obscured, referenced, and it's very biblical, even in some sense, where you can kind of look into it any way you want to. And where they left it off at the ending of it, I kind of hinted at it on Legion of Comics. I think it was one of his day shows, because I had picked mine up Monday. And I was like, everybody was like, "Oh, I can't wait for Immortal Hulk. I'm going to pick it up." And I was like, "What do you think?" Question mark in quotations, right? Because I had already read it by then. And it's everything I can do to be quiet about something I like. What everybody else is talking about, how excited they are about it. Because I'm like, "Oh, you got to get it because this happens," right? I'm that guy. But for the most part, this was an enjoyable read. I thoroughly thought that they wrapped up the entire thing nice, neat, in a bow, easy peasy, done. So now the question is, what are you going to do now? Now you have an Immortal Hulk character. What's going to happen next? How is he going to mend those wounds with the Avengers? Can't go back there. He screwed that entire team over, right? So what happens next? I know I'm probably going to be on board for it, but it was definitely a fire book. Love the way they tied this up and just ended it. They just ended it, and it was great.
So this new run on Hulk with Donny Cates writing it, is it run off of the Immortal Hulk, or is this a totally different Hulk?
From what I hear, it's going to be totally different, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
That's what I heard too, but again,
I kind of heard that they're going to focus more on Bruce Banner being batshit fucking crazy evil, but
that sounds like Donny Cates kind of stuff, for sure. Spark says, I, like Huey, haven't read the last 5 issues to purposely read them all together. That's not the reason I haven't read them. I'll tell you that. Mine's just pure laziness. So nothing like excitement rolling into that.
Get them in an audiobook.
Yeah, I can just get Immortal Hulk. I'm going to look up Immortal Hulk audio. I'm gonna do it right now. Double S says, can't wait to see Donny Cates going to do the Hulk when he writes it. Next, Donny Cates shits on the Hulk and turns him into a dysfunctional cosmic space bat daddy that makes him Eddie Brock imitate life partner who is his father biological child with. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing there. Will it be totally awesome, Hulk? Maybe. But we're back to see, you went. I think I'm up, right? Yeah, because you were there.
Mikey hasn't talked about a book yet.
Oh, Mikey, you're up then. Yeah, that's right. We let Mike have a cool down period.
You are just all over the place.
Did you figure out my pick of the week yet?
It's either Amazing Spider-Man,
okay,
or it's Harley Quinn Eat, Bang, Kill Tour.
I can't believe you bought that shit. My pick of the week is actually Iron Man, Darkhold Iron Man #1.
Really?
So, if you read the Darkhold Alpha, you know all these heroes read from the Darkhold, and they read too much. Now these all of it's going to spin off into these Darkhold one-offs. Iron Man, Wasp, and whoever else, I forget who. And they're going to be like, what if? So in this one, Iron Man he's so fascinated the way his that reactor in his chest healed him from the shrapnel. He focuses more on his armor for healing purposes than like combat. It's hard to explain. So as he's building the suit, the AI in the suit is saying, "Hey, bud, you don't need skin no more. I got you covered." And while he's wearing this armor, it's melting his skin away underneath. So now he can't take it off. So I thought that was pretty fucking awesome. And he kind of looks like that now in the armor. And so we'll see what the rest of them do. But I love the fact that he's just fucking a gooey mess underneath the armor now. So
kind of like what the was it Venom Knights or where you talked about the symbiote kind of outliving his host, where it was just bones underneath.
Yeah. I know.
You guys remember that one? That was
yeah.
The art in this book is fucking horrible, though. I wish someone more talented would have drawn this. But
hey Austin, there may be an opening for you over at Marvel if you want to give them a call. Let them know the boys from Blastin Stashin do not like the Iron Man comic book. They are horrible, and we send you over.
Yeah, what happened? We have a lot of pull.
Lots of pull.
Lots of pull. We will send a Blastin Stash coin to them, and then they'll cave.
Yeah, it's done.
Gold. Yeah, this is the fucking art.
Yeah.
Is he kissing a boy there?
No, he's kissing Pepper.
Oh, Mastodon's in here. He says, "Yo, fellas."
Here he is dissolving and fucking
dissolving. Yeah, Harley Quinn, Eat, Bang, Kill tour #2. I enjoyed the first one because I definitely enjoyed the show on HBO. But no, I'm done with this book. This is not anything. Oh, I like that. That Poison Ivy cover. Definitely better than this Poison Ivy cover. But yeah, I enjoyed the show, and I'd rather consume it as that show versus reading the comic book. And Commissioner Gordon's really kind of over the top for me here. It kind of like, I don't know, he just plays this guy talking about his wife cheating on him all the time, and that's all it is. And that freaking boils on my ass and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm just kind of done with it. It's just kind of boring and not for me anymore. Miss O said, no Delta Dog variant reveal tonight. Sorry, I missed the first few minutes of the show.
Picking them up Monday.
I need to go back here really quick because Legion says I butchered this really bad.
You butchered the shit out of that.
Next, Donny Cates shits on Hulk and turns him into a dysfunctional cosmic space daddy that makes him Eddie Brock's intimate love partner who he fathers a biological child with. There. Is that better, Legion? I hope I've made you happy. At least if anything, I made one.
You were just doing that to make you happy. Nobody said anything afterwards.
You said they're picking up on Monday. So, okay. But yeah, it's a blast. Back to Joe.
Joe. Let's talk about. I want to talk about something I halfway enjoy. Oh, okay. Never mind. So this garbage came out. Joker 8. So I feel like I should like this story, but when I read it, I just found myself every moment of the way saying, I don't care. So if you don't know, we have a female Bane character that we've showed several times already. She's objectionably stronger than anybody else in the storyline right now, to the point to where she rips somebody's arms off. That's previous. Now, she needs Jim Gordon to be her passion and reason, because nature nurture, right? That's kind of what this is trying to get at in here. But the fact of the matter is, you're so wrapped up into this conversation where you keep trying to find meaning in everything she says, but it's all just blanket talk. Are you familiar? If you're familiar with the word salad, right? It's a word salad argument where you're just saying a bunch of things because you know they're the right things to say at this time, and you need to sound elevated. And Jim Gordon is, of course, trying to be the good guy in all this, and still no Joker. 6 issues.
It's not a Joker book. It's a Commissioner Gordon book.
It's not even a Commissioner Gordon book. We've been focusing so much on Lady Bane at this point. Hey, if you haven't figured it out, she's a Lady Bane. The whole origin story was test tube baby. We got it. We saw that before. Like, her whole origin story was over explained for things that we saw in panels. Can we please say something, do something interesting in this comic book already? Because I want to justify the price other than because of cool covers. Like, I legitimately would like a story at this point. Can we push this narrative, please? Thank you.
Mike, did you read Joker?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Okay. Yeah, when she says, "I want you to be my passion," I thought, "Oh, dude, she's gonna bone Gordon right there on that boat." I thought she was gonna have a little Commissioner Gordon baby.
She needs a Jiminy Cricket. That's the best way to put it. She needs a Jiminy Cricket, and that's Jim Gordon's role in this. Be her Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah. Like I said before, this is not a Joker book. This is a Gordon book. I mean, yeah, Joker's mentioned. He's sprinkled in and out here, but really that's it. I love the scene she's talking about how she was going to kill the Joker, how she was going to torture him, rip his tongue out, break every single bone in his body, bury him, then dig him back up a week later after she's watched guard over it, then set him on fire. I thought, wow, dude, that's pretty freaking dark.
To me, you know what I heard when she said that? I heard every Karen that I see losing her mind inside of a store. Get your manager. Oh, I can't get your manager? I'll call corporate. It just kept elevating for no fucking reason.
I thought that was interesting. This is definitely a better book than some of the other books they had recently. Had a couple cool kind of splash page things. The classic Bane breaking Batman's back. That was a pretty cool just page right there. And then almost like an homage a couple pages later with her. Kind of, that's pretty cool, like splash page too. But yeah, overall, dude, I want more Joker. Give me Joker, because next episode or next issue is called The Dawn of Joker. Okay, fine. Let's do The Dawn of Joker. Let's just do that. Let's get it over with.
And don't make him a good guy. Please don't make him a good guy. Like that kind of.
He's misunderstood, Joe. He's not evil. He's just misunderstood.
Make him the bad guy. Make him do some shit so we can all get our woo-woo pills, please.
Did you read the Punchline backup story?
No,
I didn't either. So okay, we can move on.
If anyone cares, Punchline's getting her own Funko Pop.
Nobody cared. I heard a dad joke the other day was talking about, I found some Batman shampoo in the store, but I couldn't find any Conditioner Gordon. Boom. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Good joke. Good dad joke.
Good dad joke. Mike, you're up. Got a good dad joke for us?
No.
Hey, will you please do your meat and potatoes thing so I can get my fix of ooh la la?
Here's Miss So said, I'm tempted to get that series because she loves the Gordon character. I like Gordon Fish Sticks better than this thing. I dropped the Joker last issue. I can't go back.
Speaking of fish sticks.
What? Okay. Do you need me to do your thing, Mahooter? Or were you going yet?
What thing? What are you talking about?
Your intro. Do you need your intro, or are you talking about fish sticks on something else?
Oh, here, I got a bunch of them. Here.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk? Okay, there we go.
Ooh la la.
We are so professional.
What kind of tea is hard to swallow? That's this.
I already showed this one off. The Fear State Alpha Poison Ivy. This is, I'm not sure who the artist. This is Red Sonja, Invincible Red Sonja #2, I believe. She looks so soft. Like Like, I just want to take a nap and all that. And then I got Van Helsing, Feast of Exmoor. Some fishnets for you.
Oh, is that what the fish sticks thing was coming?
No. The fish stick thing, so on Thursday I had to pick up my car from the shop, and I stopped at McDonald's, ordered some food, and they fucked up my order, and I didn't find out till I got home. And it was one of them fish sandwiches, what are they, fucking McFish or Go Fuck Yourself, whatever it's called. I've never had one my whole entire life, and I bit into that motherfucker, almost threw the fuck up.
Really?
Oh, really? Was that bad, huh?
That shit was so fucking nasty.
They do put too much tartar sauce on it.
It was so bad.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So bad. So that was my
Let me ask the question. If that's what they messed the order up, what were you ordering?
A Big Mac.
That's
a
four-legged land mammal versus fish. Huh.
Yeah.
Double S is what kind of tea is hard to swallow? And he says reality.
Reality. That is great. I like
that. Double S said, I'd rather read Flash Gordon than this Commissioner Gordon book. You don't check the bag before you leave. Rookie move. There's a big weight difference there between a Big Mac and a fish fillet, I think. Isn't there?
Well, I had Crystal's food in there too.
Oh. Maybe she ordered the McFish.
No.
Did anyone besides Sparks try the curd burger at Culver's? I don't have a Culver's where I live. Never even heard of it.
That's a Chicago thing, isn't it?
Kind of. Don't they have them up north in Baltimore?
I didn't see one. I don't know of one in Baltimore.
Or what was that place? Never mind. Anyway. Next book.
Yeah, meat and potatoes. Mama got the jiggles. What you got?
I just showed 3 of them.
Oh, was there?
Do you have a meat and potatoes, Joe? No?
I normally don't. Let me see if I can make something.
Here's some meat and potatoes.
I don't have any meat and potatoes.
It's the meat and pea soup.
Nope, I don't have any meat and potatoes near me. Sorry. Oh yeah, I do, but I've already showed the book off. Actually, I ordered
and cheese curds. I will eat a pound of cheese curds.
I already got this book though.
Yeah.
But I ordered a second one.
Here's some more.
No, that's that Joe. Yeah, so you're saying that's a retro? Those were the trading card covers, I think, weren't they?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I picked up a second issue of Gun Honey by mistake.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was a mistake.
I got that. It's Adam Hughes, though, man. Can't go wrong with Adam Hughes.
What other books are we talking about? Let me find out.
I picked up X-Men #4. This mainly because of the cover, and it said it was a Halloween kind of issue.
And
I like. What's that?
Nothing.
What? I don't know what he said. It's a Headless Horseman cover. I thought that was kind of cool.
I saw that cover, and I was like, I don't want to cover buy. I hate cover buying.
Well, and it said it was like a Halloween-inspired story, so I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and pick it up. And maybe it might be a one-and-done kind of thing, which it kind of was. It has Nightmare in there. So we all know the Sorcerer Supreme is dead, and so that releases Nightmare to be able to go and infect people's dreams again. So that's what he's doing. He's going into Cyclops and Miss Marvel's dreams and trying to mess with them there. But then he soon realizes that Miss Marvel's more powerful than he is and starts like kicking his ass in the dream. And Nightmare's like, how are you doing this? There's no way I'm stronger than you are. And that's essentially the whole story is Miss Marvel's showing Nightmare how he's weak and insignificant compared to her. So, overall, it's a blast. I won't be picking up another one.
You should.
Yes, Huey, by mistake. The chat believes you. Gun Honey. I'll be picking up Gun Honey by mistake as well. The last time I had to make fish, I couldn't believe how terrible it was and how I could have forgotten such a thing.
So, yeah.
Sound like the marketing department got the best of Huey on that book. Well, the thing of it was, when I first saw it, I didn't know if my LCS could pick it up for me because it was like 2 weeks out. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab it. And so I asked them to, and they said, well, we'll try to. Can't guarantee it. And so I went and ordered it online too. And then I ended up getting it. So that's how I got to it.
You don't have to justify yourself to us. You can just be like, I did it. Suck it.
I did it. Suck it. Moving on. Anybody else read X-Men number 4?
Yeah, it's crap.
X-Men
I don't know why that issue even exists.
X-Men book.
I don't know either.
I don't even have to read it.
You know, when Nightmare went into Jean Grey's mind, he knew he fucked up going in there.
Yeah.
Did you guys read Blue and Gold?
No, I did not.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, this is good.
No Blue and
First, you
Gold
get the
for me.
whole bro guy thing, and I'm totally digging that. That's like me and my friends, right? That's actually, if you really want a realistic view of this, I'm Brewster Gold, and Mikey up there is the Blue Beetle. Like, legit, when we go out, I'm the guy that wants to do everything. Let's put this on Facebook. Let's do this. And Mike's like, I'm just going to tag along, and if shit gets out of the hand, I'm calling the cops. Like,
What the fuck am I, Skeet? Am I Skeet or something? What the fuck?
You live in
fair.
hippie town over there.
You're
tried to get you to move here. You're more in the dune buggy. That buggy.
No, okay.
We also get introduced to 2 other characters in here. We finally get our villain who suffers from a royalty complex. Royalty complex is when you're you believe you have ownership over something for no justifiable cause. So we have somebody who legitimately thinks they rule Earth. And she's the villain. And then we get Blue Beetle's little AI guy. Like, he's got a Skeet now, kind of, sort of. Little AI thing that follows him now. We get introduced now when he comes in the state today. This is just stupid fun. That's all this is. Witty banter. And what was the guy that played Stifler? What was his name?
Stifler?
Where's my car? What was that?
Yeah, that's
Shane
I forgot his name.
Or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what this reminds me of. Any movie he's been in and hangs out with another dude. And it's just enjoyable fun. And I like it. And I like this whole internet thing that they got going on with the live feeds, live chats. And then they decided to go kind of do like a crowdfunding type of thing for their new superhero agency. It's childish and stupid, and it will put a smile on your face. That's how good this is. And I enjoyed it. Yeah. I reviewed something and said positive things.
Let's see. I'm going to find out that guy's name right now. I think it's Sean Williams Scott.
I thought it was Shawn Michael Scott or Sheen Michael Scott. Or he used to be a zookeeper. That I remember. He's Canadian. He was in the Goon.
Sean Williams Scott.
John. Oh, you're right there. Oh.
Double S to see it the other way, Joe. Mike is Booster Gold because he always is posting videos and pics about his books and Funko, and Joe has a lot of knowledge. So Mike's not knowledgeable. That's what he's saying. Oh, Joe's muted. Boy, I was way off. Why are you muted, Joe? You doing stuff over there? Oh, okay. He's got to go touch something. I don't know what he's doing. Did you read Spider-Man 76?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so this one, I got to change it, put a new bag of board in this. My main LCS, like a lot of their Marvel was damaged, like a lot. So, and this was one of the damaged books that was in there. So I had to go try to hunt this thing down. It was like sold out everywhere. I found like one copy at one store. Ended up picking it up.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. So here, we have Spider-Man in the hospital now for radiation treatment or whatever he got attacked. He wasn't protected. And his spider sense is going off because it doesn't really know how to do it, how to interact and how to save himself. He knows something's wrong, but his body really doesn't know. And so he's in the hospital. Mary Jane's there. Aunt comes in too, and she's like, of course, an overbearing aunt. Like, I want to know what's going on right now. You need to treat him. You need to do your best. Blah blah blah. Does all that stuff. But we also get Ben Reilly coming in and essentially apologizing, but yet wanting Peter's blessing to be able to take over the Spider-Man role. Of course, he has his handlers who are saying, hey, that's not good. You shouldn't be going into hospital. That's not, you have stuff you need to do. You have a mission to take care of. You don't have time to go deal with this and try to get his approval because we don't care, kind of thing. And that's kind of interesting moving forward on what they're going to do with that and how Peter's going to be able to handle that. Is he going to be able to go back in and be Spider-Man, or is he going to get sued for copyright issues or whatever like that moving forward? So it's definitely interesting, and I'm going to continue to pick it up way better than Spencer stuff, I think. So it's a stash for me. What about you, Mike?
I totally agree. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. And then at the end, you forgot to mention, Peter actually goes into a coma, so we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, I don't know if it's a decent story or it's new and fresh and what's his name, better than what Spencer was doing. So
Spencer, yeah. What about you, Joe? Did you read that?
Yeah, I read it. Okay, so I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to do the thing. This is based off of a fallacy. Copyrights don't work like that. Sorry about your luck, but copyrights don't work like that. You can't copyright something that's already known and in the public. So if somebody's running around calling themselves Spider-Man, it's in print, it's on newscasts, whatever his lore is, you can't just go in and say, oh, look, there's no copyright on it. I'm going to put a copyright on it. That's not how copyrights work. Sorry. I know we think that we can magically get a lawyer and make things like this happen. That's just inaccurate and it's incorrect. It's already a public domain. It's already a well-known verbiage. It can't be used. That's like saying somebody's last name being, I don't know, McFish. And McDonald's is like, hey, you can't use your last name anymore. Like, that's bullshit, right? It doesn't work that way. So that is it's kind of a cheesy way into this story to show some bullshit after effect of what could happen. But for the most part, I have to say I've walked into this with just a negative emotion towards it, but I'm kind of starting to feel better about it. And honestly, I was burned under the last 4 Spider-Man stories. So I'm kind of jaded by this. Like this was literally the last thing I read. So I was like, oh, another Spider-Man story. But I'm slowly coming out of the cocoon. Hopefully I'll be on board with it. We'll see.
I'm out of books. I got nothing left.
I didn't have any indies, and I still had more books than you.
And Sleepy Rich says, "What? I was planning to copyright all of Shakespeare,
right?
Or McLovin from the movie Superbad, Joe,
right? Same thing."
Okay, I guess we'll do it, and I'll try to cut it off short here. Boom. Lightning round. I don't have much for the lightning round. I just have a few back issues that I picked up. I picked up Suicide Squad Get Joker #2. I didn't get a chance to read that last time, so I picked up that one. I forgot that was that prestige or that magazine style format. I was thinking it was a regular sized comic book. Picked up another one, Justice League New 52 #49 for my New 52 run. So getting close to finishing that up too. Got a crap ton of when I was out with you guys. And I picked up a couple back issues of Thor. I got #213. Look at that. Bronze Age. Goodness. I love it.
Nice.
I love the Bronze Age. And #217 of Thor. So I think I'm going to try to get the whole... I'm not looking to try to get anything beyond the Bronze Age stuff for Thor. I think Bronze Age and back is what I'm looking for. Some of the Silver Age stuff is really creeping up the prices of that, but at least want to try to get my Bronze Age run done on Thor for sure. Hey, my wife was asking me the other day, she goes, have you read all your comic books? And I said, no, no way. No way in hell have I read all my comic books. Sure, I read the new ones that come out each week, but back issues? No way, I'm way back. I'm far on it. What do you got for your lightning round, Mike?
Miles Morales, number 31. This is a step up from the last issue. You got Miles and Starling on the rooftop about to get it on, and of course Taskmaster, with the biggest cockblock in the world, interrupts all that. Great art, action packed, stupid fucking costume. I'm not gonna go off on his costume again. Vampaverse number 2. This is some good stuff. Basically, this evil Vampirella is going around absorbing all the other Vampirellas in different universes, and it's pretty cool. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 4. Didn't care for this issue. You know why? Because it had the fucking Eternals in it. Nobody likes the Eternals except Joey. Joey likes the Eternals. Joker number 8. I haven't read it yet. Transformers King Grimlock number 3. Haven't read it yet. For some fucking reason, I bought Star Trek The Mirror War. Haven't read it yet. Unbelievable.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances of you actually reading that?
-1. The Unbelievable Unteens issue 3. Haven't read it yet. Blue and Gold issue 3. Haven't read it yet. And last but not least, Hardware number 2. Haven't read it yet. I also got this in the mail. I figured I'd show it since I got it sitting here. I got another Torpedo mystery box trying to win first appearance of Harley Quinn.
Batman Adventures 12.
Yeah. Didn't win, but I did get this really awesome Dave Stevens cover, Crossfire and Rainbow. Never even heard of this book. CGC grade 9.4. So there's a little meat and potatoes. Dave Stevens meat and potatoes. Have you ever read this book, Dave?
No. I have quite a few Dave Stevens covered. I don't have that one, but I have quite a few of them. And I mainly buy Dave Stevens just for the freaking covers too.
Right. Like, I've never even heard of this. This from 1986, if you were wondering. So that's all I got.
What about you, Joe?
Let's see what I got here. I got Kang. This is basically Kang fighting Kang and Doctor Doom. Wasn't that bad? The whole concept of space in here is a little wonky, but I like it. It's good stuff. Let's see here. Justice League, Last Ride. Really cool, right? Lobo turns out to be an agent of Darkseid. Darkseid's possessed Hal Jordan. Now he's got the power of the Green Lantern woo-woo stuff, right, going on. That's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, Batman's like, hey, so you finished the job screwing us over for Darkseid. Hey, look, here's some valuable shit from space. You work for us now. And he does. And a battle happens. Wow, it was awesome. Good read. Your Hardware number 2. This story's kind of hard to follow when you're reading it because it likes to jump panels on you with this person having a particular moment while it's in the middle of a story. I find that hard, and I'm not a fan of this kind of artwork. But all in all, I'm enjoying this story, and I'll continue reading it. It's you would think it comes off like Iron Man, but no, this thing takes it to the streets and keeps it real. I'm talking weird lately. I'll tell you why later. Challenge of the Super Son finally ends, and it ends on a good note. The dads show up to fight the last battle, and you know what they do? They bring their friends. It was like the whole neighborhood watch went to go beat up on the pedophile from the Midwest. It wasn't R. Kelly, right? They were all like, "No, we're done with you, Faust," and Vandal Savage, and just like wiped the floor with it. It was great. I picked this up because I was curious about it, and I missed all the other ones. This was the final issue of Superman and the Authority, because I know I was reading one Superman story, and that's where the Authority kind of started. I thought this kind of tied into it. I may have missed something because, again, it's getting kind of hard in DC to follow. They're doing the Marvel thing where a lot of things are colliding into each other. But I did enjoy this. A lot of interesting characters in it. Some really cool villains popped up in here. A nice shot of Calypso. It's good stuff in here, and I like the sometimes I like a little break from our traditional characters and kind of get like a more sadistic or a different version of a character. And this did a good job of that. So I enjoyed that all in all. We're going to talk about what we're doing this week.
What are you doing this week?
It?
I don't know. Talking to Mike, or is he sleeping?
What?
No.
Joe asked what you're doing this week. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. You guys got anything coming up?
Oh, you asking the question to all of us? Oh, okay, I thought you were just questioning Mike because I know he lives over there and I live over here.
I'm just drinking.
You're just drinking. So double S. Miss So said, "Stay home for a month and just read, Dave." Yeah, well, so I'm planning on doing an episode twice a month. I may not have Joe, may not have Mike, may have special guests, and I don't know. Maybe you guys are available, maybe so, maybe not. But we're going to read some back issues and kind of talk about them. Not really blasting books, but reading books we want to read and talk about some older back issues. That way helps me get through some of my back issues and just kind of talk about them on air. I thought that'd be kind of fun to do. I know Paul may be coming back for that, so that'd be kind of fun to have him on here. Because he doesn't read any new books at all. And it'd be kind of cool to catch some of the other people too and jump on here and just be a special guest on reading back issues and stuff like that. I thought about posting. My wife and I did a review of Paper Girls, the first trade paperback, on the podcast. I thought about uploading the audio up and just have like a static image up, and my wife and I talking about Paper Girls. I've been trying to get her to read a couple other image trade paperbacks I have, like Black Order. Is it not Black Order? It's
Magic Order.
Magic Order. Thank you, Magic Order, as well as the other one with the D&D kind of one with the whole girl D&D group. No, not Die. No, not Die. There was a podcast, Miss So, but essentially all it was just the audio from this show thrown over to a podcast. And it was costing me so much money. I had very few people listening to it, so I just kind of canned it. Might be something to maybe do again later. I don't know. But yeah, I talking about trying to get my wife in to do another review on, trade paperback, something she might be interested in reading, and where we can talk about it too. So that's all I got going on. I'm going to continue my Halloween horror movies. Going to finish up Game of Thrones tonight. Got to dig through some of my books to try to sell to a local guy. But that's it. That's all I got going on. And work. Got to work. Help my in-laws move in. They're moving into their house. Their house burned down last year. Yeah, last year didn't they all meet a fire? They lost their house. Their house just got done. They just got their letter of occupancy, so they get to move in. So I'll be helping them move into their house. It's kind of cool seeing a lot of the houses being built back and people moving back in, and neighborhoods redeveloping. So it's really cool to see that. It was pretty depressing for a good long while. I mean, when I'd go through my walks and stuff at night, seeing all these people I knew, the old neighborhood I used to live in pretty much burned down. So a lot of people I knew over in that neighborhood lost their homes. And it's kind of like kind of cool to see them. They're being built back. They're built back better, just like Joe Biden's thing. Sparks, this is Reanimator on your list, and no, it is not. I don't think so. Sorry to hear that. Hope you like their new place. Their house is almost identical to what the floor plan was before, except for like 200 square feet bigger. That's it. Exact same floor plan. Everything. They had the plan from the original home. The builder did, so they just went with the plan. So it's kind of cool. That's it. That's all I got going on.
I got.
What about you guys?
So I don't know if anybody's noticed, but on my personal channel where I do my reviews, I had to move because YouTube did not like the idea of me doing DIY project stuff in the garage on the comic book channel. So I got a nice little letter that I have to separate the two channels. So they're separated now. So anything that's done in the Evil Lair will be over at Evil Lair Projects and Builds. And I may just end up changing the name of that channel just to spite YouTube at this point because I don't like being told what to do. And I'm a vindictive prick. currently working on a prosthetic finger for our friend over at Nick's Kicks and Comics. As a matter of fact, we'll give you all a quick sample of a rough
Whoa. Okay.
prototype that we kind of have working here. We got the springs and everything working in it, and we'll clean that up. And then we got we're gonna make one hopefully with the laser and one with a razor blade in it, so you can like shoot things and do comic book unboxings with it. I will be in a rap battle.
I saw your video on that. Was it on Facebook or something like that? I saw a little video talking about, that's it. Pokemon's rapping or something like that.
I'm going to check off something on a bucket list where I'm going to be in a rap battle, and it's over at DJ Lynx's channel. He asked if anybody wanted to, and I was like, I've always wanted to be in a rap battle. I have no idea how to rap, but I'd be more than happy to try. And he was gracious enough to sit there and go, all right, bring it. And I was like, oh, shit. I kind of stuck my foot in my mouth. So, yeah, we're going to go over there and do that. So, good times. Busy month for me. And we're trying to squeeze one more thing into the Evil Lair. A little Halloween project. Also, I'm going to Baltimore Comic Con for a day. I'm just going up for the day. I have an uncle that lives up that way, and Delta Dogs is going to be up there. So I wanted to support them. So I will be doing another Evil Lair project where I'm going to hack a Baltimore Comic Con to boost the views and subscribers for the Evil Lair project. And I'm using this. And we're going to do a whole video on how basically I'm stealing from people. It's going to be awesome.
Mars wants to know, when is the rap battle?
It's on the 29th. He will be promoted at 9 o'clock, and I made it very clear that I have to be at Plaster Stashin. And he says normally we're done about 45 minutes, but it's only 45 minutes long. We'll make sure we get out. And I was like, okay, I'll come embarrass myself. That sounds awesome.
So I'll definitely make sure to share that on our Facebook page and Twitter that you're going to be on that and promote that as well. So if you're not part of one of those groups, definitely join or follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we can see that link on there for sure. What about you, Mike? Besides napping, what are you doing?
Working and playing Far Cry 6.
Ah, okay. Working. I gotta go to work. My son just came in from the army. He got all his stuff, and he has an Oculus. I haven't played that yet. I kind of want to check that out. He has like a shooter. Yeah, VR. Yeah, okay. He has a shooter too. Where I saw him playing it, like I was watching the screen. It's kind of fun, He's like showing like, oh, here's my pistol. Here's my grenade. He like puts his hands where that stuff is on his body on his avatar. And he like pulls it up and some of that. I thought that was kind of cool, so I definitely want to check that out. And, he actually
run around in it. It's got like the little treadmill thing. It's got the arm.
Yeah, I've seen those. And he said that you can buy those for that, but they're crazy expensive. But yeah, you just use like your thumb, I think, to move around. But yeah, he actually physically ducks down behind barricades and stuff like that, and those seem kind of fun. So
that does seem fun.
So do you feel like hanging out for 20 minutes, Joe, or do you got to get out?
I can hang out for a little bit, yeah.
Okay. We'll throw the link up in the chat there if you want to jump in and chit-chat with us for 15, 20 minutes. Go ahead and jump in. I know Mike will probably take off. He's got a nappy poo.
Next week, let's go out and eat. I need to talk to you anyway.
Huh?
Hey, Mike, we need to eat sometime next week. I need to talk to you.
No fasting. Okay. I'm going to throw that shit link in that chat. Why don't you guys do a poll on where Mike and Joe should eat? And then they can go live stream right from there what they're talking about the Blastin Stashin channel. Mike can show off his chimichanga. It's relatively small, but we can.
Well, that baby shirt really burned him, man. He just can't let it go.
I can't believe Mike hasn't left yet. Well, they blasted with us, Josh. Happy reading. We'll catch you guys next week. And go ahead and jump on in the chat if you want to, in the live stream, and chat with us for a few minutes. I'm going to dig through a box of books over here for a local guy. But You gonna hang out, Mike? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to bed.
We love you. Love your face.
Grandpa loves you. Bye bye. Anybody else remember that video? It's talking about alcoholism and like maybe it's a regional thing. There was like a video that came out like in the early '90s, and it was like the families over visiting their parents, and like grandpa's getting drunk and like throws a bottle or something and breaks it, and then the family leaves because he's drunk, and he's at the window as the family's loading the car, like, "Grandpa loves you," and that's how the commercial is on. Alcoholism tears families apart. That's what it talks about. I'm gonna grab this box here real quick. That's my Superman box. Anybody need any Superman comics? I got a whole bunch. I'll sell $1 a piece if you want some Superman comics. Let me know. $1 a piece. But who wants? I don't really know. I got issues like 300 to 400, I think. I got to look through these Toon ones. I think Toon ones or team ups. I think they might mainly be Toon ones. Damn it. Oh, yes, they're Toon ones. I was thinking I had Marvel team ups, so I was mistaken on that. Damn it. That's Secret Wars, Toon ones, Secret Wars. Anybody need any Toon ones? Well, that's X Factor.
I don't need any Superman. I'm good.
There's Toon ones. Thing and Spider Woman. If you're in the chat, you want to jump in and chit chat with us for a few minutes, go right ahead, or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to chit chat. Are you watching any scary movies, Joe, for Halloween, or do you get into Halloween at all?
My life is pretty much a scary movie. I don't need to really watch any.
Jungle Action number 20. I might keep that one. Slaughter in the Streets.
Oh, that's a good one to keep, yeah.
It's Captain America, probably a double that I have. Oh, Sectars, New Warriors. Senator of the Legion, he's a mega Superman fan. I don't know if Legion's even in the chat anymore.
Like I said, Small Town Collectibles was having his 1,000 subscriber thing tonight. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of people went over there, which I don't blame him. It's a huge accomplishment.
I think these are some of the books I was going to send Mike too. I think. Kirsten Thanos Quest. What's that one? Oh, it's a Frank Cho cover. I'm going to sneeze. I feel a sneeze. That was loud. Sorry. Yeah, we're kind of into Halloween, but the street we live on is pretty dark. We don't have a whole lot of street lights, and we'll maybe get like 15, 20 trick-or-treaters.
We'll get a lot of kids because there's a guy that actually does a haunted house at his house right down the road.
I saw that when I was there.
Yeah, and then our little cul-de-sac here. You see it. We live in a cul-de-sac, so we live in a relatively safe area to go trick-or-treating, and it's a relatively nice neighborhood. So,
are you going to be out in the evil lair, like burning something when they come?
So what happens is, like my driveway is kind of like where everybody kind of meets, so the kids don't have to walk all the way into the cul-de-sac. So like we set up tables right over here across the street and stuff like that, and we just pass out the candy right here while we all talk. And I'll usually have something out there that kind of make the kids go, ooh, some fire or electricity. I was thinking about a Tesla coil, but I can't make one in time, so I got to come up with something else.
Make a big Faraday cage or something.
Yeah, we'll do something. Last year we did.
Sparks says, when camping, we can set up an outdoor theater, 12-foot blow-up screen. 6 families were there watching Goonies for Halloween celebration. That's pretty fun. Hopefully, people at the park or whatever you weren't freaking out at you for watching movies super late at night or something. Dude, I got a whole bunch of shit in here that I guess I haven't put away. A-Team number 1. I got A-Team number 1, 2, and 3.
That's a great comic book.
Does your wife have this one? Extreme Carnage?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw some of those. I know your wife collects the Sanderson sisters Funko Pops. from that Halloween movie.
Oh yeah, the witches thing. Yeah.
I saw some. I almost picked up when I went to a Spirit Halloween store. I went there. They had a exclusive for Trick or Treat. The Sam, the little dude in the burlap mask. They had one that was there. I don't think I have any Hawkman from the mid '80s. I don't think so.
No,
Squadron Supreme, Occupy Avenger. Yeah, these are some of the books I have just stuck in here because I haven't put them away yet. Here's Sergeant Fury, Howling Commandos number 21.
Ooh, that's actually a good comic. You know what that is, right?
With this book in particular, or this is a series?
That book in particular.
No, I don't know what that book in particular is. What is that?
And you got all the apps and everything. You know, I'm not even going to take it. You're going to figure it out, son.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. I got new Warrior stuff because a friend of mine, a high school friend of mine, I don't know if I kind of got him back into comic books, but he's been kind of buying older books again, so he's been trying to find all the new Warriors. So Moon Knight number 1, Jabba the Hutt, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Nightwing, Doctor Strange, Academy. I can look real quick and see if I have any Hawkman. I don't know if I have. If I do, I don't have very many. Tell us, Joe. That's what they're saying in the chat there. Tell them, Joe.
There's a what is it? We get introduced to a new character. It's a very B-list character, but they're part of the Howling Commandos, and you saw them in Captain America.
So let me, was that number 20 or 21? I don't know why I bought it. I think it was just like a few bucks or something like that. And I'm like, I'm not going to pass up a gold or Silver Age book for just a few bucks. So I picked it up.
Yeah, there's no sense in that. You might as well pick it up if you can. It will be optioned.
It'll be optioned for sure.
It'll be optioned.
Optioned. Now I can't find it in my freaking stack here. Where the hell is it? Okay, anybody else popping in? Nope, nobody's wanting to pop in the live feed. But no, Panda popped in after the live stream was over, thinking we were still live. And
you're not live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course we're live. People are responding to us and talking to us there.
I was wondering. Yeah, I was like, okay.
What?
I don't have this up on the secondary screen. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Now there it is. Sergeant Fury number 21. I'll look it up and see what it says. If it was a key book, I was unaware. I mean, it's kind of beat up a little bit. It's not nothing like a high grade or anything.
It's not that big of a deal. I would be surprised if it's even in key.
Sergeant Fury, done. 1963. No, it's not even a key collector.
Yeah, it's a little Asian dude.
I'll scroll. I'm gonna roll back here and see if I have any Hawkman. I don't think I do. If I do have any Hawkman, it's probably going to be early 2000s Hawkman. I don't think it's anything great. Probably going to top.
It's a pretty setup he's got right there. You'd think he'd be closer to it for a show, like to shove everything that way. So that's
me.
That would make sense.
No, the only. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, this is the only Hawkman I have. I thought I had some other stuff. Maybe I do. Well, that's not even Hawkman. This is this newer stuff here. Nothing even old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want people to hop in too early in the middle of our chit chat, but yeah, I can see your point though. Definitely haven't doing that, but since we got nobody hopping in, I got a whole run of this Secret Wars. That's when I kind of really jumped back into comics, is right about this time. because I remember picking up all of those, and I was totally freaking lost too with it. Like, who the hell are these people? Why are they doing that? I'm lost.
No.
That's volume 5. That's what Mars is saying. I have Hawkman's first appearance in the Silver Age, but that's the only thing I got. That's
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
no, that's not going anywhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yes, right there. Brave and the Bold, number 34. So that's like, and this was given to me too. So
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know what it was when the books there. He handed me the books. My father-in-law handed me these books, and came with Batman '98 and a couple older 10-cent detective comics. And I started looking up this. Yeah, whatever. Double S, don't lie. Mike's not here. But so my father-in-law brought this over to me and just gave it to me, and I didn't know what it was really. And I started looking up the books, and I was like, "Holy shit, that book's pretty damn spendy." So, Mars, Joe, have you read all your books so far?
All my.
I don't know. I don't know what that about.
Yes, I've read every book that I have in my collection.
No, I'm way off. I
Definitely
have roughly 10,000 books in my collection. I've maybe read half of them.
I have a much smaller collection, but my collection's very ancient and old, like the scrolls of the elders.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you guys want, I know we've only got a few people watching. I'm not sure if they'd be interested too. I can go and post the audio from my wife and I talking about Paper Girls on YouTube, and then do like a static image and try to get my wife on to do another thing. I know it's kind of cool to include her with some of the stuff like that. And I mean, she's not really into comics, but she gets excited for me, and she buys me stuff like that. She bought me Just League of America #1 and Lois Lane #1, so she's into it, and she knows it makes me happy and has fun with it. So, but now don't you're not going to catch me doing review of Sense and Sensibility. Okay, sorry, that's not going to happen.
It's a great book. You should read that.
The Jane Austen stuff. No. Mm-mm. I remember when we first started dating, I watched all that stuff. Like, we go to the movies. You want to see this movie? Yeah, let's go see that movie. And we go. And now I just go. No, here you go. I'm gonna go watch this Die Hard inspired movie over here. You can go watch that.
Knock yourself out, baby.
Yeah. Well, Miss So, how many books do you have in your collection, or Mars, or anybody left watching here? How many books do you have in your collection? Post it in the chat.
Has quite the collection. As a matter of fact, on the back issue stuff that you were talking about, she doesn't have your face, but maybe she could be a guest on it because we know she got books. Like, we know she has books.
Who, Miss So or Mars?
Mars. She fucked up and entered our Would You Rather contest. Showed us some books.
Yeah.
She fucked up.
Yeah, if you even wanted to come on and review some books, you don't even have to have a camera. You can leave your camera off and just do audio if you wanted to. That's totally up to you. Oh, my Samsung Health is telling me your fat ass needs to get up and do something. 1 hour until bedtime. I don't know if that's that. But definitely reading some books probably tonight and go to sleep for sure. But Joe's left me all by my lonesome here, and I'm supposed to entertain people? I don't know how that's supposed to work. But, yeah, I have a few other key books in my collection that are up on the wall. I've talked about it numerous times. I know Mike hates me for having a few of my books. I got them so cheap. But that's just the name of the game. But I tell you what, back issues have gotten steep. Really steep. And it's hard to find any back issues super cheap anymore. Austin says, I only have about 3,000 books, maybe read half of them. Double S, plug your phone in and hop on the stream. We'd love to hear you talk with the gang live. Let's do that. Come on, do that. Jump in there, Double S. I don't know if you've done a video in a while. But he's got an excuse. It's fine. I figured you meant red.
Let's see here. What's going on here? Why is that flipping back and forth on that?
I think Joe left me on purpose. What an a-hole. There it is. But yeah, I've said about 10,000 books in my collection. Probably let's see, I can pop it up here. Let me pop up my CLZ. You can kind of see what I got. I don't know if anybody else uses CLZ to organize their books or not. Let's see here.
I got to jump, boss. I will see you all next week. Just know I love.
Oh, you got to jump?
Yeah, I got to head out.
Okay. I'll stick around. I'll go to bounce out of here too.
All right,
and yeah, thanks, Joe. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I'm going to bounce out of here too. I think everybody wants to see my CLZ app, but we'll catch you guys next week here on the Blastin' or Stashin' channel. Whether you blast it, whether you stash, happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next week. Later. Thanks, everybody.